Hello, everybody, and welcome to Alexander Avenue. Before I get started, I would first like to say, everybody keep California in your prayers. These people are going through a lot out there, and they need your support. They need your prayers. And if you can donate, find some way to donate, you donate. I will even try to find a link to place on my channel that you can donate, out to the Californians out there in LA, specifically in LA, I believe that's where most of it is, going on. So, let's come together and help them out. Okay, this video is going to be about wrestling. Anybody that knows me in my personal life knows I am a huge wrestling fan. I love sports. But wrestling has been with me since 1975. I've been a big fan. My grandmother used to clean homes on the weekend and would take us, my brother and I would take us with her to the homes that she would clean, and she'd put us in the living room and say, "Hey, listen, all you guys got to do is just sit there, watch TV, just let me do my work." And we do that. And when we had control of the TV, we just channel surfed. One day I channel surfed and I came across these two huge guys, cowboys, dressed in black. They were dressed in black, and they were with this other man. He was kind of chubby, chubby guy, but he was the one talking a lot. But come to find out, these guys were the WWF Tag Team Champions, the Blackjacks, and they were being managed by Captain Lou Albano. Yes, Captain Lou Albano. So off top, I was intrigued by wrestling, and as the years went by, my great aunt, she was a big wrestling fan growing up in the South. She was a big Bruno Sammartino fan because she migrated from the South, moved up here, but she loved Bruno Sammartino. So as a child, as a young guy, up into my early teens, she would take us to Madison Square Garden where we'd, see the wrestling, and we'd also get to meet the wrestlers, So that was a great time. But what I want to talk about now is, the storylines in wrestling have always fascinated me. How they put together these storylines and, how they get us involved in it. They entertain us with these storylines. I was watching SmackDown, a couple of weeks ago, and something hit me. I was, looking at this wrestler, Carmelo Hayes. Now, don't get me wrong. Carmelo Hayes is talented, extremely talented. But to me, he's missing something. And I always like to say, he's missing a crew. He's missing a crew. He is in the same vein, the way he is, his attitude and everything else, the way he is. He could be another, Shawn Michaels, when he was with DX. He can be even Ric Flair with the Four Horsemen. He's that kind of guy that if you gave him a crew, he would really shine. So I looked at him. Then I looked at a tag team that, in a way, they're going nowhere in the WWE right now. They're in corny storylines. It's nothing really interesting. They're now fillers. That's why I say they're fillers for entertainment. And they're losing, and they're losing these matches that they should be winning. They're a great team on paper and everything, but the team I'm talking about, the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, with B-Fab, who's turning out to be a great attraction herself, B-Fab. So I'm looking and I'm saying, what would happen if you put the Street Profits together with Carmelo Hayes and B-Fab? That would be amazing. I'm like, in my mind, that would be kind of amazing. But they need a heavy hitter. They also would need a heavy hitter, someone that would strike fear in their opponents. And you know who I thought about, which is crazy? He's in the NXT now. He's the European champion. If he didn't lose the belt already, but he's a European champion, and his name is Oba Femi. Oba Femi. I think it would be odd. Most people would say, why not Trick Williams? I don't say Trick because there's too much flash in there with Montez Ford, Angelo Dawkins, and Carmelo Hayes. You need that animal. You need that guy that's going to tip the scale and that's Oba Femi. If you formed a faction with these guys, it would be one hell of a faction for the simple fact, you have different levels. All of these guys have a personality, but they can all, again, play off of Carmelo Hayes. And the closest one with that kind of attitude or charisma that can come up is, of course, Montez Ford. But Montez Ford has been around for a little while longer, and they haven't given him the best to make himself, move up the ranks as a solo performer. So if you're not going to move him up as a solo performer, you're giving that up, looks like to me. Make him into a faction. I know they tried this with Bobby Lashley when they had, they were trying to do something about the Hurt Business again, which would have been cool. But they blew that, and they were doing okay, especially when they were heels. I think right now, if you were to make those guys heels and make them into a faction, the excitement on SmackDown, because let's face it, Raw just moved to Netflix. Raw, that show on Netflix, the premiere, it was good. I'm not gonna say I was blown away, but it was good. There are reasons why I wasn't blown away, and it wasn't due to the performance. It was due to the circumstances around the performances. There's certain things I didn't like, and I'll put that in another video. But SmackDown has to go that next notch, because Roman Reigns may be leaving SmackDown. They need they need something entertaining. They need the faction that I'm talking about. Carmelo Hayes, the Street Profits with B-Fab, and Oba Femi. If you put those guys together, that is an exciting faction. And let's face it, Triple H was questioned about his use of black wrestlers. This would totally quiet any critics about how Triple H uses black wrestlers. So let me hear your opinion. Write down your opinion. Let me know what you think. As always, like, subscribe, share this channel. Again, I'm trying to grow, keep in your mind California, keep in your mind the people in LA, keep them in your mind, pray for them, donate, show some support. All right. Because imagine if that was you going through what they're going through. OK, so listen, I like to say have a great one. You guys have a great weekend. Love you all. Goodbye.